matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Quarterback keeps it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Making side adjustments here. Across the 45. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, TCU! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the Well, this offense give it then it turned around and give it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than the sack.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more, and they get to take some anger out and some...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Coleman.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Calls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. Touchdown! touchdown, Hard Frog. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This turning it on. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Nolan. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Now sliding to his left. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Powers through. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ezukama. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room, it's Palmer. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
TCU 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On target to the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start. No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these... Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's a running room. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 21 over Ball State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Burgess. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 15. Back's going for the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
TCU 24.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Open space at the 25. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Just enough time to get off one more snap. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and
they're more physical. They're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy has. You saw it on that play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Nolan. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now on the option. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Caught near the sticks. It's Simon. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give from the gun.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Simon. He'll take it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Russell. Floats it out in space. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They take the lead with the 6.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Burgess. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense in a bunch formation. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Calling over the middle, it's Barber. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here comes the option. Here's the handoff. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Dropping back, it's Russell. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. It's complete. Running free. The tag. Touchdown Bulldogs. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, is he delivered. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when he's gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. The give to the back. The ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to throw on third. Got his man quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations.
Fires toward the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. We had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Breaks into the open. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of open field on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Right on the money. Good, solid tackle.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. He becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
TCU, 31.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the right. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ezukama. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ezukama. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got the quick pass. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Caught. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.